JK Sports Network Premier League results and match reports. Good evening, football fans. Welcome to JK Sports Network's Premier League weekend wrap-up. I'm JK, and joining me are our resident experts, Sofia and Marc. Let's dive into the action from Saturday, April 12th, and Sunday, April 13th. At the Etihad Stadium, Manchester City staged a remarkable comeback, overcoming an early 2-0 deficit to triumph 5-2 over Crystal Palace. Kevin De Bruyne was instrumental, scoring 1 and assisting 2 as City climbed to 4th in the Premier League standings. Marc, despite the early setbacks, City's resilience shone through. What are your thoughts on their performance?
City's response was impressive. After conceding 2 early goals, they dominated possession and created numerous chances. De Bruyne's leadership was evident, and the team's attacking prowess ultimately overwhelmed Palace.
Absolutely. Palace started strong, but City's quality and depth were too much. The quick succession of goals after half-time shifted the game's momentum in City's favour.
Indeed. Notably, goalkeeper Ederson made history with his 4th assist of the season, setting up James McAtee's goal. With this victory, Manchester City solidifies its position in the top 4, keeping their Champions League aspirations alive. Crystal Palace, despite a valiant effort, couldn't maintain their early lead and saw their unbeaten streak come to an end. At the Amex Stadium, Leicester City ended their 885-minute goal drought with a 2-2 draw against Brighton and Hove Albion, snapping an 8-match losing streak. Sofia, Leicester's resilience was evident. What did you make of their performance?
Absolutely. Despite conceding 2 penalties to João Pedro, Leicester responded strongly. Mavididi's goal was a turning point, and Okoli's header showcased their determination.
Brighton had opportunities to secure all 3 points, but couldn't capitalise. Leicester's defence showed signs of improvement, and the draw provides a morale boost.
Indeed, while the draw doesn't significantly improve Leicester's relegation prospects, it offers hope. Brighton, on the other hand, missed a chance to bolster their European ambitions. Moving on to the City ground, where Everton stunned Nottingham Forest with a 1-0 victory, thanks to a dramatic stoppage-time goal from Abdoulaye Doucouré. Marc, Everton's late surge secured them a vital win. What did you make of their performance?
Everton were resolute, especially defensively, frustrating Forest's attacking efforts. They capitalised on Forest's late-game fatigue, seizing the opportunity when it mattered most.
Absolutely. Forest's usual home dominance was absent, their passing was sloppy, and they couldn't break down Everton's defence. That late lapse was uncharacteristic and costly.
Indeed, that late lapse was uncharacteristic and costly for Forest. With this win, Everton climbs to 14th place, while Forest's Champions League aspirations take a hit, remaining on 57 points, just 4 ahead of Chelsea. Nuno Espirito Santo will need to rally his team for the upcoming challenges. Southampton's relegation woes deepened as they fell 3-0 at home to Aston Villa, who moved up to 5th in the Premier League standings. Marc, Villa showed resilience after a goalless first half. What stood out to you in their performance?
Villa's substitutes made the difference. Watkins broke the deadlock with a well-taken volley, and Malen doubled the lead shortly after. Despite Asensio missing 2 penalties, McGinn capitalised on the rebound to seal the win.
Southampton's defence was disciplined, with Ramsdale saving both penalties. However, Villa's depth and quality eventually overwhelmed them.
Indeed, Villa's depth was evident. Southampton, now under interim manager Simon Rusk, continue their struggle, recording their 13th home loss of the season, setting a club record. Villa, on the other hand, are now 5th in the table, keeping their Champions League hopes alive. At the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal were held to a 1-1 draw by Brentford, a result that further dims their Premier League title aspirations. Thomas Partey gave Arsenal the lead with a well-executed counter-attacking goal, but Brentford's Yohan Wissa levelled the score, marking his 15th league goal this season. Sofia, Arsenal's performance seemed affected by their recent Champions League exertions.
Indeed, the midweek victory over Real Madrid appeared to take a toll. Manager Mikel Arteta rotated the squad, but the intensity and sharpness were lacking. Conceding the equaliser was a setback, especially with the title race so tight.
Brentford's resilience was commendable. Despite Arsenal's dominance, they remained compact and exploited the few opportunities they had. Wissa's goal was a testament to their persistence.
Controversy surrounded a first-half challenge by Brentford's Christian Norgard on Arsenal's Gabriel Martinelli, described by Martinelli as nasty and potentially leg-breaking. Arteta shared his frustration, but Norgard escaped with a yellow card. Marc, did that tackle warrant a red?
Considering the severity and potential for injury, many would argue it was a red card offence. The referee's decision was a talking point post-match.
Arsenal's draw leaves them 10 points behind leaders Liverpool, who have a game in hand. Arteta acknowledged that winning the league has become unlikely. The focus now shifts to their Champions League quarter-final second leg against Real Madrid, where they hold a 3-0 advantage. Brentford's point sees them climb to 11th in the table, keeping their European qualification hopes alive. Arsenal's upcoming fixtures will be crucial in determining their season's trajectory, balancing domestic challenges with European ambitions. At Stamford Bridge, Chelsea's Champions League aspirations took a hit as they were held to a 2-2 draw by relegation-threatened Ipswich Town. Marc, Chelsea dominated possession but found themselves 2-0 down by the 31st minute. What went wrong?
Ipswich capitalised on Chelsea's defensive lapses. Enciso's opener came from a well-executed cross, and Johnson's header doubled their lead. Chelsea's slow start and defensive disorganisation were evident.
Absolutely. The home crowd's frustration was palpable, and Chelsea's tactical approach seemed to falter under pressure. The own goal by Tuanzebe right after half-time gave Ipswich further confidence.
Indeed, but Chelsea responded. Noni Madueke's persistence led to the own goal, and Jadon Sancho's stunning strike in the 79th minute brought them level. Enzo Maresca's side pushed for a winner, but Ipswich goalkeeper Alex Palmer was outstanding, making crucial saves to preserve the draw. With this result, Chelsea remained 5th in the Premier League, now tied on points with Aston Villa and just one behind Manchester City. Ipswich, despite the draw, remain at the bottom of the table. Anfield witnessed a dramatic finish as Liverpool edged past West Ham United with a 2-1 victory, moving just 2 wins away from clinching the Premier League title.
Sofia, Liverpool dominated possession but were pegged back by an own goal. How did they manage to regain the lead so quickly? Despite the setback, Liverpool maintained their composure. The team's resilience was evident, and they capitalised on the momentum shift, with Van Dijk's timely header securing the win.
Absolutely. Van Dijk's leadership was crucial. His ability to rally the team after the equaliser showcased his experience and commitment.
Indeed, and Mohamed Salah's assist for Diaz's opener was a testament to his vision and playmaking ability. With this win, Liverpool extend their lead at the top of the table, while West Ham remain in the relegation zone, just 1 point above the drop. At Molineux Stadium, Wolverhampton Wanderers secured a 4-2 victory over Tottenham Hotspur, marking their 4th consecutive league win, a feat not achieved since 1972. This result heaps pressure on Spurs manager Ange Postecoglou, with the team now just 2 points above Wolves in the Premier League standings. Marc, Tottenham's defensive frailties were evident today. What went wrong?
From the outset, Spurs were on the back foot. A poor clearance by goalkeeper Guglielmo Vicario led to Ait Nouri's early goal. The situation worsened with Spence's own goal, and despite efforts to rally, defensive errors continued, allowing Wolves to capitalise.
Absolutely. Wolves were clinical, exploiting Spurs' mistakes. Strand Larsson's goal highlighted Spurs' lack of defensive cohesion, and Cunha's late strike sealed their fate.
Spurs did show moments of promise, pulling goals back through Mathys Tel and Richarlison. However, they couldn't overcome the self-inflicted setbacks. Newcastle delivered a commanding 4-1 win over Manchester United. Harvey Barnes scored twice, and the Magpies strengthened their Champions League aspirations. In the final fixture of Premier League Matchday 32, AFC Bournemouth will host Fulham FC at the Vitality Stadium. Both teams are vying for European qualification, with Bournemouth aiming to end a 6-match winless streak and Fulham looking to build on a recent victory over Liverpool.
Bournemouth. Managed by Andoni Iraola, Bournemouth enters this match with a challenging run of form, having secured just 3 draws in their last 6 league matches. Currently sitting 10th in the table with 45 points, they aim to capitalise on home advantage to boost their European aspirations.
Fulham. Under Marco Silva, Fulham has been consistent, occupying 8th place with 48 points. Their recent victory over Liverpool has bolstered their confidence, and they look to build momentum in their pursuit of European competition.
Who are the key players for both teams?
Bournemouth midfielder Alex Scott has been pivotal in orchestrating play, while forward Antoine Semenyo's pace and finishing ability pose a constant threat to opposition defences.
Fulham Andreas Pereira's creativity in midfield and Anthony Robinson's overlapping runs down the left flank are key components of Fulham's attacking strategy.
Your match prediction?
With both teams having strong attacking capabilities but also vulnerabilities at the back, I predict a closely contested match. A 2-2 draw is considered a likely outcome.
I agree with Sofia on the contested match, but I predict a 2-1 victory for Bournemouth.
That's all for today's wrap-up, a weekend filled with drama, goals and pivotal moments. Thank you, Sofia and Marc, for your insights. We'll be back next week with more Premier League action. Please comment, like, share and subscribe to our channel, your channel. Good night.